I'm Omer, community manager, and I worked for Seagate. It's a cloud company, and it was 2022 when ChatGPT became public to everyone. So I adopted it really quickly and used it a lot in my side hustles journey as well. When I managed marketing as a freelance for a few local brands in my country. So in this webinar, I'll share with you tools that I used then and I'm using now, both in marketing and the community management. So we will start with building our own AI agents with ChatGPT and Gemini. Then we will cover Tofu AI, which is an amazing tool. And we also got a surprise for everyone who coming to this webinar for Tofu AI. And we will cover some few more additional tools and tips. And we will have Q&A if time will let us do it. Okay, so let's start with what is vibe marketing. Um, so a few of us met 2 weeks ago at Deep Rose webinar, our developer advocate webinar, where he talked about vibe coding. So let's use ChatGPT to define what is vibe marketing. So vibe marketing is, let's think of it as I say something, AI creates, and then I launch it fast. Smart AI tools for content, for testing, no-code automations. We will cover no-code automations as well later today. And it's really low cost and high speed. Like, I think in 20 minutes you can get nice idea and do it from scratch with one of the AI tools that around there. And vibe marketing is really the opposite of traditional marketing. It is fast, it is data driven, and traditional marketing is most of the time really slow, really manual, and I can say, as someone who worked in an agency before, it might be overplanned most of the time. So this is vibe marketing by ChatGPT, but I think everyone can agree with this let's say a summary or definition. So let's start with building our own GPT or gem. So first of all, let's define why and when should we do it. I'll say that time has changed from 2022 when AI would produce hallucinations. So you won't always need configuring a task-specific agent, but when you do it for specific tasks, it might give you much better results because it tailored to your needs. It is target-driven and it has much better context, but it's not always the best solution for everything. So we're going to ChatGPT, and I will cover Gemini in a bit. We'll go to ChatGPT, and on the left panel we have the GPTs, and then create. So if you want to do it now, you can do it now. You can do it later on. When we go to create, we will get to a page that looks like a half chat, a half preview screen, and we will start with giving it the context. So I wrote a prompt. I will share it in the community right after the webinar. But the prompt for us for this type of event, let's say, is you're a specialized assistant designed to help me, a Monday.com marketplace partner, succeed in building, publishing, and scaling apps on the Monday platform. You understand the Monday developer ecosystem, partner benefits, marketplace listing, standards, app monetization strategies, and blah, blah, blah. You might also want to include, I think it's not might, you want to include your websites, like your business websites, your competitors, Mondays, other SaaS platforms that might be relevant. If you have any one-pager or sales deck, you want to include it as well. Any marketing asset that you have, just put it inside. And you can also, if you've done a deep research before, you might want to include it if it's relevant for your agent. the more the context, the better the result. Maybe you will also want to include like social media and competitors. And if you have anything on review platforms like G2 or Capterra that you want to include, put it as well. If it's for marketing and content writing, like social media, SEO, you also might want to define the tone, like you want it to be to write the content for you in a friendly way or in more enterprise way. But anyway, don't forget you need to humanize it later. So after we did the conversation, we go to the configure page. It is like the right button on the upper side of it, and we can put the name, the description, and we can if we want to expand the instructions we give to it, we can do it there. And also we can upload files. So this is the place when you might want to drop your sales decks or one pagers in. And also, if you have any specific model that you wanted to use, you can choose it like in the recommended model. For me, 4.0 is much good for most of my tasks, and I think it will be good for any marketing task today. But it's getting changed. Like I think it's evolving really fast, and if you snooze, you lose that one. Tomorrow they will launch another model that is much better for marketing or for vibe coding or everything. So I think that for me, I don't have any recommended model. If I need something that is much better for deep research, I will go to 3.0 or something. And then we submit it, we press on create, and it will be stored in the GPTs button on the left panel or in my GPTs in the upper side. Same with Gemini. It's pretty much the same. I think it's even easier if you think of it. You go to explore gems, then you click on new gem, and then you just give instructions right to it. You can upload the knowledge. Knowledge is the same for files that you want to have for reference, and you can preview and play with it before you save it. And yeah, this is like really easy. It's something that is not new. It's available a few years ago. Not years, like maybe year and a half ago. And let's start. Let's start with prompting. So the first thing is persona mapping, and don't worry, you don't need to start prompting right now. I'll share the resources from today later. So persona mapping. I want to map out Monday.com persona, include titles, roles, responsibilities, challenges and pain points, turn-ons, turn-offs, and everything. And then it will think for a minute or two and will give you everything that's relevant for you based on the context that you provided before. So a team manager, individual contributor, or end user, what is the turn-ons and the turn-offs of everyone's. And of course, if you want to generate infographic, you can do it. I would say that it's still not the best for generating infographic. You can see that IT admin became IT ADM with an elephant or something here. So for infographics, it's still not the best, but it can give you context for like what, not a context, a summary of what you can work with. Let's go to website analysis, and I will include two prompts for website analysis. This is the basic one. Right after it, we will go into a much better and advanced website analysis. So I used our landing page for app developers. It's the one that there's the start a develop app for the marketplace, and I asked it to provide feedback to get more developers to open accounts. So really basic, really everyone can do it, and take the suggestions if they want. But if we want to do something that is much more advanced, we can get this prompt or prompt that is similar to this one, that is much more strategic, much more brutal, and much more critical thinking approach. So it will take the listing page for our marketplace listing or our home page or something. And then we're defining the audience persona and which use case or workflow we want to solve. And then we will talk about how well does this speak to the average Monday user. Is the messaging aligned with Monday users? Tones and mindset. What parts of the design or copy create friction, which is really important, or miss the emotional hook? Maybe we don't have a good hook in our landing page. And how can this be reshaped to fit better? And everything, you have this prompt in the resources deck that I will share. And we wanted to think like a SaaS founder competing for top placement on the marketplace. So this is something that you can take right now and implement it and try to make your listing page or landing page much better. I took our QuickBooks integration listing page, which is very simple. It has, I think, only 2 images inside, and it's an official integration. We don't, I don't think it even cost money or something. This is just the text, and it gave me like everything about the user fit and mindset. It gave me about the messaging, anything that's relevant. Clear, it's an official app. I like it. Only the basics are covered. And instead of centralize your work, try automate billing from your Monday boards. Of course, don't use M-Dash. It's really AI thing. And yeah, it brought me a lot of points to think about. Too abstract, light on context, and not exciting. So yeah, I think the next one would be the product market fit, and we can do deep research. If we have any idea and we want to see how it might work and how it might look, in the future, when we want to see if it will people will buy it or something. So we can use deep research for mostly everything, but for this one, I will use deep research. Is explore signs of market demand and fit for my app idea. My app idea for now, it's let's say QuickBook integration. Look for real user pain points, unmet needs, and workaround solutions in the Monday platform. And it will go over the web. It will take 20 to 30 minutes. It can also, get to community discussions and customer reviews, and you can, right after it, export the deep research into a PDF and add it to your GPT or Gem knowledge, which is really nice because it will give you more context that might be relevant. Another tip, I think this is one of the things that no one tell us about, that you can ask ChatGPT, refine your prompts. And if you'll do it, you will have much, much, much better prompts than you will write by yourself. Like I'm lazy some of the time, so I just asked it to write me a good prompt for SEO improvements and competitor research. And then it brought me everything that related for me. In the marketplace or the communities, like recommend on-page SEO improvements for our app landing page with all the technical stuff that related, suggest blog topics, the target competitor aligned keywords, identify backlinks or citations opportunities, and include semantic keyword variations, etc. This is something that lots of people are missing, and I think that it can give you more idea, much better context, and make your work much better, and even maybe faster than you would do with just writing yourself a prompt. Okay, projects. Let me ask you a question. Who here ever used projects? You can just react with the reactions or write on the chat. Um, so projects is it was known, I think, as folders before. It's it's to help you do a specific project that is relevant for a long and maybe recurring task. So if you want to compare Custom GPT to a project, so Custom GPT is tailor-made AI assistant designed for highly specific tasks with customized behavior and logic, and you can integrate it with API, and it's like your own specialized AI tool. But a project is more organizing and managing workflows with existing tools and files. You essentially creating a smart folder with project-specific context. If you want to do content writing, and you want it to be something that is recurring, I would use projects instead of just Custom GPT. And I think the buzzword for 2025 is AI and automations work together. Lots of people talk about N8N in marketing communities all over the web. So you can also use Make. I use Make most of the time. And you can connect all these low code or no code tools to work with your AI tools and your social media networks. For example, I saw this generate AI videos with Google Veo 3, which is now available today for more countries. So check if it's available in your country. Save it to Google Drive and upload it to YouTube. This is crazy. You can use AI automations to personalize your marketing emails, and you can write multi-platform content for social media. So I won't cover it because it's much more complex and it's much more let's say expensive. But I think it's a good idea to have a look on these tools and see what you can do with them. Okay, Tofu AI. If anyone have question, you can drop them in the Q&A. Let's see. I don't see any open questions, so we'll talk right now on about Tofu AI. So, what is Tofu AI? The first time I heard the term vibe marketing was when Tofu AI launched a few months ago. It's a vibe marketing tool for marketing only. It's like okay, I will compare later how it's in versus a custom GPT, but I like it because you can integrate it with LinkedIn and X and Reddit and Webflow and everything that's related for your day-to-day work. So what you can do with it? There are a few playbooks that you can start with them. Let's start with hijack trends for content. So this was my prompt. I'm the manager of the Monday community for marketplace and developers. Search real-time news in my industry. Fetch my company past posts from Twitter and LinkedIn, and match the tone and voice, and create a platform-specific content for LinkedIn and Twitter and share it to me in a Google Doc. Okay, it thought, I think, for 5 minutes, and then it delivered real-time industry monitoring. It analyzed the voice and tone as I asked, and I got a spreadsheet with content for a month, I think, with the specific hook, the specific content, CTAs, hashtags, and everything in a Google Sheet. So it was like 5 minutes of work to get a whole month content ideas. Another thing is you can work to create LinkedIn ads with it, and I asked to create a fake campaign for my community. So find my top competitor, use the ad library from LinkedIn to get inspiration, generate ads based on your research, and put the ads in the Google Sheet. And I like the Slack notifications when it say Tofu shared an item with you. There's another thing that you can use it with it is to get a scheduled task. It's something that is relatively new with ChatGPT. You can also configure scheduled tasks in ChatGPT. And it was like monitor industry news for developer communities, marketplaces, and no-code platforms. And I'm getting every day 8 a.m. I'm starting my morning with understanding what's new and what's good and what's not in the area of developer communities and marketplaces. As I said, you can also integrate it with all of Google's services, both the workplace, which is Google Sheets, Docs, Slides, I think, but also with Google Ads, Analytics, Search Console, and the Keyword Planner, which is great. It can help you get much more ideas and better data-driven results. So if we want to compare, Tofu is more out of the box with all the connections it has, and I like that it is made from marketeers for marketing, and it has lots of good ready-made playbooks that everyone can use. GPT or Gem instead, it's tailored for your own tasks, your own needs. It's pretty cheap. It's like, I think, $20 a month, and some of the things you can get in the free version as well. But it requires much more manual work. And a special gift for our marketplace partners. I've got you 500 free credits for Tofu AI with this coupon code. I will share this coupon code later in the community. And I will give you just a second to write it for you as a note if you want. Okay, so let's continue. I just want to remind you that if you have any question, you can drop it in the Q&A button on the bottom. So let's talk about some additional tools and tips. I think I might saying the obvious, but the thing with marketing is a side hustle, and you know, when it's not your main thing that you're doing, we need to be consistent, because if we're posting today for the first time and we won't post in 2 weeks from today or a month, we won't get any eyes on our channels. So just I'm saying the obvious, but if you schedule all your posts maybe a weekly or monthly basis. I prefer weekly because things are changing fast. You can use one of the available tools out there like Buffer, which is, I think, really great as a freemium, but you can use the native tools or something else. Or if you want to build something with the API, and just schedule your posts and everything that you worked on to make it visible and available all the time. Few more tools that I would recommend to have a look on. So in content and SEO, I think that Copy AI in the free version is really nice, and it might be really good for most of the people that are not enterprise. It's great for doing a copy based on the tone of a voice of the company. Jasper as well. I think it's a bit much more expensive, a bit more expensive, I'm not sure, but you can try all of these tools as well. This is Koala. And in videos and sound, you have Agent for video, Synthesia for videos with avatars, Descript for audio script, also 11 Labs, and Pitch and Munch for repurposing content for social medias, like if you want something for TikTok and something for YouTube, so you can use them. But also all these tools are changing really fast anyway, so have a look and try if it might be relevant for you. Okay, so we're close to the end. I would ask you kindly to fill the form and give me some feedback about how was it, and we will start our Q&A in a bit. I also attached much more resources that you might want to use. Just an article with 26 AI marketing tools. Few of them are here. The Marketing Ideas newsletter by Tom Orbach is great. There's lots of great things inside, and it's really good. It's not only about AI, but it's really great for marketing. And I think he also launched a book yesterday. You can find their free ideas for marketing. So really recommended. And 3 YouTube channels that are great for both marketing and AI marketing. So The Boring Marketeer, you will find lots of tools and how-tos videos. Also Leveling Up with Eric Siu, and Greg Eisenberg is the guy from the podcast about startups. So it's really great to have it and to use it. Watch all of these. You might find great ideas there as well. And if you have any more questions or tools or tips or tricks that you want to share with us, just feel free to do it on the community. Be there. So thank you, everyone, and I hope you like it. So see you soon. Bye bye, guys. Thanks.